What can companies do to make sure that those company values are integrated in day-to-day activities?
Okay, so probably that is the most common request that we get from our clients, is that they have all these values on the wall or on their website, and maybe in the beginning people were starting to believe in it and it was integrated into their performance review or recruitment process, but then it sort of dies, right? Because the company starts to grow and it starts to get diluted, or leadership and teams change, and then so they kind of lose what those values mean. So when they come to us, we always create or start with a culture discovery session. And we want to learn what's working really well, where are those values actually showing up, and even ask them to give us stories around how those values, like actual specific examples. And if people can't really come up with it and they feel they're not really connected, or they really don't know what the values are anymore, then we would facilitate an actual session on getting them more personally connected. Usually that starts with them defining what their personal core values are, because most people haven't taken the time to define that. Once they know individually what their personal core values are, then we facilitate another session on integrating those values and seeing what is the current DNA, what is the current culture that's within the company. Then look at those company values and then kind of see where are the gaps, where do they align, is there a value missing that is currently within the group that we have right now, or do we need to shift and change the language? Maybe certain words don't really match up. See, when you define values for a person and it's just one person, it probably will stay the same. But when you start to add people and change people, change management or whatever, that collective mix of values is tricky to sort of articulate. So you always have to check to see where you're at. Do these values still mean something, and how are we holding ourselves accountable?